Good day, Dr. Mozart. My name is Samantha. I'm going to walk you through a comprehensive advertising campaign designed for the Central, the One credit card. The campaign is titled, Everything Has a Point. In the highly competitive credit card market, consumers are bombarded with percentages, cashback, offers, and travel miles. But this campaign doesn't just sell financial utilities, it taps into a very specific universal psychological tension. So today we will be first looking at the campaign target audience, the campaign big ideas, the integrated marketing communication tool used, the creative appeals, and also the intended outcomes. Now let's look at their target audience. Demographically, their core segment consists of young adults to middle-aged individuals. These are active retail enthusiasts, people who are frequent buyers and very consistent credit card users. However, the psychological profile is where this gets truly interesting. The brand is targeting retail therapy seekers. We all know that the economy can feel tight, but this specific group of consumers shows incredible economic resilience through justification. They are frequent buyers who actively look for excuses to purchase new items. When they spend money, their primary motivation is driven by the good deals. They want to feel like they have a secure, clever, heavy value bargain. The tension here is guilt. They want to shop, but they need a reason to feel smart about it. This deep understanding of consumer guilt led directly to their big ideas, which centers around what they call pointless to pointful metrics. The brand realized a massive opportunity. They shouldn't just be selling a credit card, they should be selling psychological immunity. They are selling immunity from judgment. By creating a dynamic strategy that pairs irrational spending with a highly rational reward system, they provide the ultimate defense mechanism for their core demographic. The big idea is to definitely prove to the shopper that no matter how wild the purchase seems, there is no such thing as a pointless spree. To execute this vision, the campaign utilized a highly strategic mix of above the line and below the line, which we call the integrated marketing communication tools, to maximize buzz and drive immediate actions. Let's first look at their above the line or ATL strategy. Their primary vehicle for the buzz and visibility is film and video advertising. As mentioned, the creative centerpiece is that humorous absurd short film directed by the renowned Thai filmmaker. This content is then aggressively broadcasted across major digital video platforms and social media networks to guarantee mass reach. But they aren't just targeting everyday consumer. A massive component of their ATL approach relies on strategic public relations. They are specifically executing targeted industry PR, focusing on prestigious marketing and advertising publications like Campaign Brief Asia. The goal here is to generate significant industry buzz, which in turn creates mainstream visibility and credibility for their entire reward system. Now moving to their below the line or BTL strategy. This is where they convert that high-level buzz into direct consumer action through digital and direct communication. Interestingly, for this campaign, the product serves as its own promotional hook. The unique dynamic points system is the primary draw for the market. Instead of relying on static market norm multipliers, they introduce disruptive dynamic multipliers that actually adapt to individual spending habits. To communicate this, they utilize engaging, shareable clips on platforms like YouTube and Facebook specifically designed to drive organic conversation and spark discussion among the target audience. Furthermore, they employ a robust direct-to-cardholder outreach program by using targeted app notification and personalized emails. They can directly introduce this new, highly appealing point structure to their existing card members, driving immediate retention and usage. Now, having a great psychological big idea is one thing, but how do they translate it into an engaging visual story. That brings us to their creative strategy, which is arguably the strongest pillar of this brief. To visualize this concept of immunity from judgment, they choose a brilliant and absurd visual metaphor: high fashion PPE or luxury fashion as a safety gear. The campaign creative center point is a humorous, absurd short film. Picture the scene: it is middle of day in the sweltering Thai heat. The ad features a shopper fully decked out in heavy high-end designer winter item. Think a massive oversized puffer jacket, designer shades, luxury heels, and also luxury gloves. Why is she wearing a winter coat in Thailand? It is just to protect herself from the spike of a durian fruit. The choice of a durian is incredibly strategic. It is culturally resonant, it is notoriously sharp and difficult to open, and it creates a highly visual, ridiculous threat that she is protecting herself from by using luxury fashions. So to ground this absurdity, the execution relies on a sane versus insane conflict. The brand introduced a sane observer into the narrative, the shopper sister. The sister represents the audience. She is the voice of reason questioning this totally insane behavior. You can imagine the deadpan, comedic dialogue as the sister questions why she is sweating in an expensive winter coat just to eat some fruits, and the shopper itself is also allergic to durian. This conflict perfectly sets up the campaign wordplay pivot. The entire script hinges on three distinct meanings of the word points. First, the sister question on the point or the logic of wearing a winter outfit in the heat. Second, the shopper defensively gesture to the sharp physical point of the durian spikes. And finally, the grand review, the massive reward points she earns from purchasing that luxury item with her Central the One card. To ensure the comedic timing land perfectly, they are having the short film directed by a renowned Thai filmmaker. Thai advertising is globally awarded for this exact style of deadpan, escalating absurdity, making it perfect vehicle to deliver this message without feeling like a boring corporate bank ad. So the core message of this ad is giving shopper a dynamic point system that multiplies beyond the usual 4 times rate, going up to 5 times, 6 times, and beyond. They make every single expenditure feels justified and purposeful. They effectively neutralize the guilt of the retail therapy seeker, which we talk during the target audience. So because with the Central the One credit card, they prove that no matter what you buy, everything has a point. This brings us to the intended outcome of the campaign, which are strategically broken down into 3 pillars. First, cognitive. They aim to educate consumers on how dynamic points works. They want to differentiate sharply from competitors who only offer traditional flat rate point multiplier. Second, emotional. They want the brand to act as a consumer ally. The goal is to completely replace the shopper's economic guilt with a feeling of cleverness, validation, and amusement. Lastly, behavioral. Ultimately, this campaign must drive action. They aim to establish top-of-wallet default status for the Central the One card, increasing the frequency of spending and drive massive new enrollments into the loyalty program. And that's conclude our presentation today. So thank you very much for your time and have a nice day.